According to the Packet.ca, Newfoundland and Labrador government will be adding punishment for revenge porn. Newfoundland and Labrador is the most eastern province in Canada. So, the Intimate Images Protection Act will allow civil lawsuits to be taken against people who share intimate images without consent. The Act defines an intimate image as any recording of a person who is nude, exposed genitals, or engaged in explicit sexual activity. Those images can be shared without consent to as many people as the subject of the image would like, but once a person receives that image, it is against the law to share that image with someone else. According to this article, it's already a criminal act to share those images, with penalties up to 5 years in prison under federal law. But this new legislation will provide the use of civil lawsuits to penalize anyone sharing the images without consent. And one quote I want to make a point about is a quote by Mr. Justice Minister Andrew Parsons. He said regarding sharing porn is, "Once it's done, you can't take back that pain." I agree, because once it's on the internet, once it's shared, that can route to so many different people. It's just, you can't even keep track of it. The pain will always be there. And he also goes on to say, "I'd like these measures to be seen as deterrent for people who to maybe think twice before they do this." Revenge porn is becoming a bigger and bigger thing, and I think a lot of governments are cracking down on it more simply because they're starting to understand more that once something is shared on the internet, it's very hard to stop it from going even further and spreading, you know. So I think it's a great thing that, these governments are cracking down on these types of things and taking them very seriously. Sharing explicit images is a very private thing, and if a person disobeys a trust between two people and they share it with someone else, who knows what that other person's going to do with it. So with this new legislation, those people who decide to share it even further could potentially see civil lawsuits placed against them for sharing those images without the subject's consent. And I completely agree that this should be something in place, and private images like that should be taken very seriously because of the nature of the internet and how quickly things spread from person to person. It's an immense topic, really. It really is, because if you mess up just one little time and you weren't intending to have the whole world know about a private picture of yourself, you can't do much about it, you know what I mean? Because all these people will have access to it, and who knows what they're going to do with it.